Let me ask you, what's in your
Backpack.
Hello everyone. So today I'm going to tell you some useful things to keep in your backpack. So besides the basic pencil and paper and pens, here's some other things that it's very vital to keep in your backpack to always be prepared. Something no one really tells you that when you become a college student, you become like a new type of turtle because you legitimately live out of your backpack. I have not met anyone who has not like just had random things in their backpack. Because sometimes you just can't walk back to your car or go back to your dorm. Sometimes that's a solid 30 minutes away depending on how big your campus is. So, something to always keep in your backpack, especially if you're in math classes, science, accounting, finance, some business classes, is a calculator. So I have a graphing calculator, and if you have like one of these graphing calculators, you know that you have to buy real batteries, as in AA, AAA. It's not like the cell batteries where it's like just it gets light and it's just
I am recharging my battery. My cell battery is fine. This light is my nutrients photosynthesis, but make it electric.
keep a pack of extra batteries in your backpack also, because you never know when your calculator might be like low on battery, or during a test you're working on your calculator and it goes completely dead. Have your pencil and paper in your bag, or maybe you have mechanical pencils. If you have mechanical pencils, you need to have extra lead in your backpack at all times. If you are having a test, you need to make sure you have extra lead, or make sure you have some pencils and a mechanical pencil sharpener, not the electric ones. That will get you kicked out of a class during a test so fast. Because you just can't be up in the classroom and just
click, 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 click.
oh no. Hey, yeah. Do you have extra pencil I can borrow? Do you have extra pen I can borrow?
What are you doing? Why are you talking?
Oh, I'm just trying to see if they have a pencil or pen I can borrow.
No, you are trying to cheat. Bring me your test. You're done. Bye. There will be no cheating.
No, I didn't need the cheat. I needed a pen. My mechanical pencil ran out. And that is one way to get kicked out of a test. Let's say you really do have your mechanical pencil and you're just click, click. And instead of going through that old scenario, you can just reach in your backpack, get you a pencil, get your pencil sharpener out, sharpen it up, and go back to your business on your task. Because I would like to say, oh, you can use an ink pen, but if your test involves a Scantron, can't use an ink pen. Has to be like mechanical pencil or old-fashioned wooden pencil. So that's one way to not get kicked out of a test. Something to keep on your backpack is a small umbrella. So more than likely your umbrella has some side pockets. Usually those are for like water jugs or whatever. Maybe you have one, maybe you have two. If you have two, even if you just have one, keep a small umbrella just clicked on the side. I know throughout college I always had my umbrella on me because when does it rain? When you're out and about and you really don't have your umbrella. Sometimes you have your umbrella and it does rain. And sometimes you have valuable things in your backpack you don't want to get wet, like your calculator or your laptop or that $500 you keep around. I mean, your 1 to 2 textbooks that cost you $500. So you want to just buy an umbrella. You can probably get a small one like this at Dollar General, Walmart. those basic places and just keep it on your side for rainy days. Dry erase markers. These are good to have, so if you are early in a classroom and it's like 2 to 3 hours before the next class, you can like work on some problems instead of just sitting there on the paper, or draw some diagrams to really help make it click and you can just see it big and bold in front of you versus just on like a piece of paper. Most universities do not provide professors with dry erase markers. It's BYOM, bring your own marker. So I highly recommend keeping a couple of these in your bag, especially if your library also has dry erase boards in there in some study rooms, because sometimes you can get like a group together, start a study group and have one person working it all out, everyone talking and figuring stuff out, and just planners. So at the beginning of the semester, some professors will give you a syllabus. Or is it syllabi? I forgot the singular word for it. I don't know which one's the plural. But either way, you're going to get the syllabus/syllabi. And so on there, some professors like to tell you ahead of time on these dates are when we are going to have tests. Other professors will go, well, we kind of go with the flow. After we do 2 to 3 chapters, that's when we will do our test. Good, great, grand. Sometimes your professor will be the real MVP and open up a class discussion and be like, hey, I'm thinking about having a test next Thursday. Is that good with anyone? Sidebar. You need to know Tuesdays and Thursday classes land on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And so you have one of two options of having tests. One year, I actually had 5 classes on Tuesdays, Thursdays. Would not recommend that type of load on like 2 days out of the week, honestly. Because when tests align up, it is very stressful. And you don't need that. You don't need that. So one day, back to the general story. One of my professors goes, all right, I'm thinking about having a test on this Thursday. And he said the date. And I'm sitting there like,
why does it sound familiar? Why does this date sound familiar?
So I pull out my planner. I had a heat transfer test. Yep, I still remember my schedule all these years later. I had a heat transfer test on that day at 9 a.m. I was not going to be like, yeah, I'm going to go do my heat transfer test and then come and do microeconomics right behind it. Because these classes, there's literally a 10-minute break between them. And I was like, I already have a test in there. And he was like, oh, yeah, the engineers, never mind. We'll move it to next Thursday. And I'll move it to next Tuesday. So, thank you, professor. You a real one. So, keep a planner, like a physical planner, because sometimes if you're like me and you like to put test dates in your phone magically just erases everything on the calendar. And I don't know why technology hates me, but it's a fun time. So keep a physical planner, write down your test dates, maybe some when assignments are due, lab reports are due, any of that fun stuff. Just have it all written there so you can just have a quick look and just be like, yeah, no, that's not going to work for my schedule. So keep a planner in your backpack. So remember how I told you're a turtle now and you can't really go to your dorm room or your car is like 30-minute walk away, give or take? Guess what you should keep on you at all times? Your cell phone charger. And what you should also keep in your backpack is a power bank to help you. Because some universities are getting better about having plug-in charge stations, but there's so many students and so many charging stations. So when you have your power bank, you don't have to fight for an outlet or wonder if an outlet works correctly or not. headphones. Not just earbuds, but physical headphones. Sometimes if you're using the university's computers or the library's computers, you might want to just plug in there, because many homework websites are getting better of having a good cell phone or mobile device interface of doing homework. But some of them still are they're just not there, and they're really like finicky. If you're taking maybe a language class, you might have listening homework on there, and you're like, oh, I'm stuck at campus for 5 hours until my next class. Why not knock out some of these other language homeworks and you can listen to it versus, oh, I need to find headphones. Or use the sketchy headphones that the library provides. So it's good to have some headphones in your backpack. Small stapler. So this is like a secret, unappreciated MVP. I'm pretty sure small staplers are originally meant for college students. So on test dates, some professors don't waste their staplers on your test. They're just like, oh, here you go. Or they might forget to bring their stapler. So they come in, give you the test, and it's all like loose, and then you're just like, oh, I have to write my name on every single piece. So instead, you could just have the stapler and staple it, and some other people might use it too. I remember my freshman year, one of the guys I was in class with, our professor gave away a small stapler. He said, hey, I have this small stapler for anyone who wants it. This will come really handy for the next 4 years. And so one of the guys, he got it, and we had a lot of classes together, so he always had the stapler. So we used it for tests, lab reports, homework assignments. Yep, homework assignments. So it's good to have a small stapler with you. Small stapler. Tissues. It is great to have tissues in your bag because for some reason college buildings like to keep it really cold, and the main time you're going to be sniffling and sneezing and really needing to blow your nose is during a test. Some professors will be like, oh yeah, sure, you can leave. Some of them go above and beyond and are like,
give me your test. If you leave, you can't come back and work on your test anymore because you might have been on your phone accessing information even though you were blowing your nose. Like,
there really are some professors like that. Not all professors are as laid back as the internet says they are. A first aid kit. So I got this at Office Depot. It's about the size of my eyeglass case, actually. It's good to keep something in case you're walking down the stairs and you might misstep and like scrape your leg or scrape your ankle or something. So it's easy to just be like, oh, I have a first aid kit. Let me get some stuff out, clean myself up. Because some buildings might have a first aid kit. They should in theory. You just need to know the right person to ask. And sometimes the health service building is like across campus. Lotion is good to have in your backpack. I was actually surprised because the main time you need lotion is when you are running late to class, you hop out of bed, throw on some clothes, summertime, so you throw on some shorts and you put everything in your bag and you go, and you look down at your legs or your knees and you're just like dry skin galore. So it's good to have lotion for you, just like, oh, let me get that. Or during the winter time when people's hands get really chapped, they might ask for lotion. I've actually have been asked a fair amount of times for if I had lotion, and I actually had some, which I was not suspecting, but other people ask if they can use your lotion, because that's college. People ask if you have anything and everything at random points, so lotion's good to have. Eraser. So, if you're taking a math class, or a lot of classes where you have to do a lot of writing and it has to be in pencil, or you're more comfortable writing in pencil, this is great to have, eraser. So this is what is this called? A barrel eraser or click eraser. It's like, kind of looks like a mechanical pencil, but it's an eraser you just pull down and more versus having like that big block. I bought a pack of 3 and it lasted me through college 4.5 years. So this is good to have. It's like, it's like shaped like a pencil right there. You don't have to worry about getting that weird gunk on it like some of the square pink block erasers have. So yeah, keep an eraser with you if you write a lot in pencil, because sometimes your pencil eraser will run out before anything else. Snacks and money. You want to keep some snacks that don't melt. Just trail mix to randomly throw in your backpack, because there will be times where you're sitting there and you're just like,
I am really hungry.
and you might not have enough money, or you forgot your money or your wallet somewhere, or just keep random like dollars and quarters in your backpack to go to a nearby vending machine. But it's good to have stuff like trail mix or dried fruit in your backpack. Just throw it in there and forget it, and then one day when you're hungry, you'll just rummage through it and you'll be so happy. Because maybe you've been studying for like 3 to 5 hours and you're like, I don't want to leave. I don't want to leave this good spot in the library. So you pull that bad boy out and just snack, and like that helps curb the hunger a little bit. So everyone, those are all the things you should keep in your backpack to help you be successful and to stay on your A game during college. Welcome, my little collegiate turtle. Look at you getting your degree. Remember, keep a pencil in your backpack and a mechanical pencil sharpener. Oh, and before you go, please make sure to like and subscribe. And if I miss anything else that should be in your backpack, please comment below.